Hey guys, this is Slayer Seb, and today we're going to be discussing why I personally believe Goten and Trunks should have been selected for the Tournament of Power. So, as you all know, they obviously weren't, and Goku's reasoning was really that they aren't ready, right? So here's why I think that doesn't make any sense. One, if they aren't ready, you can take them into the Room of Spirit and Time, or Hyperbolic Time Chamber, if you will, and train them, okay? If you think they're too weak, well, that's a whole nother thing, and the potential they have is greater than even Gohan's, and I'm going to tell you why right now. If you look at Gohan, he was a 9-year-old kid, 11 in the dub, when he became a Super Saiyan for the first time. Of course, he became a Super Saiyan 2 at this time as well, but that's because of Cell, and that's fair. But Goten was 7, and Trunks was 8, if I'm not mistaken, or it was 6 and 7. I can't really remember which way. But that is very impressive, and the way they obtained the form as well is vastly different. Now, if you look at Gohan, he obtained Super Saiyan 1 from training with Goku. He realized that if he didn't become a Super Saiyan then and there, everybody he cared about was going to perish, essentially. Cell was going to wipe them all out from existence. There would be nothing left. If you look at Goten, he was simply training with Chi Chi. He freaking pretty much bounced off of a tree, and at that point, just turned Super Saiyan out of nowhere. He didn't even realize he turned Super Saiyan, and it wasn't until Chi Chi told him that he realized it. Um, so I mean, if you look at the difference there, and I mean, we don't really know the first time Trunks goes Super Saiyan, because the way he went Super Saiyan and went in front of Vegeta, it was like he already had before. It was just the first time Vegeta saw it, right? And the first time we saw it as well. But if you look at that, right, and you compare the two, it's pretty obvious that Goten and Trunks, at the very least on the surface, have a much higher potential than even Gohan, who, as we know, has an amazing amount of potential himself. So if they were to get training for a year in the time chamber, and I mean, also look at how strong Gotenks is, right? That was they're very weak in comparison to Gohan. Like, okay, Gohan was around Super Buu. He was stronger, obviously, but he was weaker than Buu However, Gotenks as a Super Saiyan 3, granted, which as well is an impressive amount of potential, but I'm not going to count that because it's a fusion. He was able to go on par with Super Buu, and he was only an 8-year-old. He was only an 8-year-old, and even further than that, he was an 8-year-old from two people who weren't arguably only like a Frieza level, like probably not even Super Saiyan Goku on Namek level. And yet in Super Saiyan 1, he was already superior to Super Saiyan 3 Goku, who had been training his entire life. So I definitely believe that the two of them should have been, picked for the Tournament of Power without a doubt in my mind. Because if you look at it from an objective point of view, obviously if you're biased towards Goten and Trunks, you would obviously want them to participate in it. But from an objective point of view, they still deserved it because, I mean, instead of giving some bullcrap about how Roshi is so strong and Tien's even weaker than him apparently, you kick those two off and put Goten and Trunks, have them train for a year in the hyperbolic time chamber, and the fans would have received it much better, and also it would have given them the time to shine that they deserve. I mean, Tien, yes, Master Roshi, yes, they definitely deserve it, but Goten and Trunks have never really had any time to shine in the series. You have Gotenks, but he, as much as people don't really remember, didn't really do anything. I mean, he was gonna kill Super Buu, he defused, then they fused again and he got absorbed, and that was really it. That was the end of Goten and Trunks' arc. And ever since then, they have really done nothing. I mean, again, the Battle of Gods arc, they got spanked, really that's it. In the Resurrection F arc, they jumped in, got a headbutt in, a comedy relief scene, and then they unfused. The Copy Vegeta arc did absolutely nothing. They got pwned by Copy Vegeta. The freaking what was it? The Goku Black arc, Future Trunks arc, whatever you want to call it. They did less than nothing in that arc. So this would have been a great time to bring them back. But instead, we get Master Roshi and Tien, and as much as I like them, I still do think Goten and Trunks deserve it more and are more fit for the role, even if they're not quote unquote ready, because they can become ready. I mean, I don't know. It's just maybe that's just my personal opinion. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. This was just a quick little video I decided to put together to mark my quote-unquote return to YouTube. So yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, and leave a like if you enjoyed it. If not, I'm not gonna make you leave a like, obviously. Subscribe if you're new, or not. That's ultimately your choice, and I'll see you in the next video, hopefully. Goodbye.